Sonix finally broke his curse of second place, which has been going on for, I think, over a year now. He hasn't won a major in a long time. He's got a lot of seconds, and he finally won a super major in Port Priority 9. Yes, the hitbox is back for my face. I don't know why it happens. I'm going to restart the camera before I do the actual recording part. But yeah, Sonix played really, really well, and today we're going to be watching him beat two of the people he kind of struggles with normally. First off, in Light, who has a clearly winning record versus him, and second, Zomba, who sometimes gives a lot of the Sonix and honestly the Steve players trouble. Zomba, very good, but Sonix today was the victor. So Sonix made it all the way to top 8 winners, I believe only losing one game to Susu's Steve. And he made it all the way very confidently against a lot of really good players, and now he has to face Light. Light looked like he was going to have a really, really good bracket for him. Already beat Zomba in winners quarterfinals. Actually had to reverse 3-0 Sin's Ice Climbers, who's I don't know if the best ice climbers in the world, but at least I think the best one in Japan currently, which probably means they're the best one in the world, because welcome to how Smash Ultimate works at this point. But right now, Light, of course, has a good record against Sonix. It's very, very... Oh, goodbye. That was just an SD. Whoops, he meant to up B the other way, and he didn't, because you get to turn that around, and he just messed it up, I guess. And so for those of you unaware, the reason this matchup is seen as good for Fox is because it's really, really hard for Sonic to actually do his normal game plan of camping, just because Fox is so fast and has such a good dash attack, and he has the ability to like short hop nair the spins if he wants to, and like the advantage state is really, really simple and really good. There's no like complex combos that Sonic can maybe air dodge out of, or like, you know, no convoluted advantage state. It's just like, yo, up air, and that's really helpful in this matchup, considering Sonic can get out of a lot of stuff. A forward smash right now coming out for Sonix, but missing that second one there. I like the parry in the middle of that. That could have been a huge punish, but not going to find the mark there. Yeah, Sonic's getting greedy at the ledge, as he does. I wonder how often he does that in the sets that he, like, how often he was doing that during the tournament, because I feel like from watching a lot of his, like, grand finals losses for the other people, like, you know, Peebnut and stuff like that, I notice he just gets greedy a lot off of the edge. And to be honest, it works a lot, but then it will get him punished later in the set. And Light is not messing up, doesn't want to ruin the potential advantage for the F smash, so he's just playing solid. And this is, yeah, really, really difficult. Gets the ledge jump though, so Sonix does take the first stock. I do know Sonix wins these sets, but I actually don't remember. Like, I looked at the bracket, but I don't remember what the set counts were. So I'm not 100% sure on exactly how this match goes. He also, I believe, beat Carmelo in winners finals, but I'm not going to watch that because I think if I'm already watching a Sonic. If I watch Sonic versus Steve, I think my viewer retention will drop to about 6%, and I don't want that to happen. Oh, the homing attack misses. That could have been huge. Yeah, the one thing that I always kind of talked about, ooh, nice hits, the spin in the air before it could clash or trade or like ping. I guess trade's not the right word, but before it would like clash with the spin. So that was really good stuff by Light. Nice overshoot there. Air dodges around. Oh, nice tech, and immediately gets back to the edge as well. Yeah, that dash tech is just so good for interrupting the spins. Like, aerial spins are really, really hard for most characters to deal with, and Fox does not give a singular fuck about it. Yeah, the ledge trapping is super good too. Light's just been playing really well. Sonix does get the reversal eventually, but nice angle as well. And the mix-ups there. Dude, he's playing so good. I feel like I haven't seen Light in like a top 8 type situation in quite some time. I think he has top 8 at a couple things. Maybe I just missed them, but I'm glad to see him do well again because Fox is fun to watch. Even if that character is broken, and every Fox down player is insane. It's definitely looking like a, yeah, I was going to say it's looking like a Light game. Didn't go for the up smash, but just going to try to 2-frame with the down smash yet again. Gets it. Again, the smash stick of Light definitely helping out in that situation. You don't have to charge it. You don't have to just flick the stick. You're good, and that is 1-0 for Rebellion's Light. Shopify Rebellion's Light. The names are too long, man. Game 2 going to go to Hollow Bastion, which is pretty interesting. I feel like the center plat is pretty good for Fox, definitely more so than it is for Sonic, but getting a really good start. Yeah, that is one of the things. I think I started mentioning it earlier. I really think that the Sonic matchup against Fox isn't actually that good for Fox. I mean, it's probably like even for Fox. But I do think that Sonic has a lot of underexplored ability to edgeguard this character, and plus this footstool out of shield opening that Light just got is like genuinely huge for, sorry, that Sonic's just got, is genuinely huge because you like do this and then you get a footstool, footstool neutral B, footstool down air, which is crazy. and then you get like a full edge guard off of it, which I feel like Sonix could have got a better edge guard. It was really good by Light to hold double jump for this situation right here, so I don't necessarily blame Sonix, but you know, if he scouted it out a little bit better, it could have potentially been a more full edge guard. Granted, it's still a 40% lead. Did that get up attack to 12? Am I crazy? That get up attack did 12. Why? Empty jump there, yeah. The speed of Fox, especially the empty jump speed, is just so much better than every other character, and it really helps with the offense, because like if Sonic can't be as defensive, it's just a hard time. Gonna homing attack, yeah, that makes sense. Still has no invincibility, so the forward smash comes out. Got a little bit greedy there. Sometimes you do just have to grab the ledge even after a ledge jump, which feels uncomfortable. The secondary grab, of course, not invincible, but you've still got to do it. And Light, nice nair grab reversing the position as well, but Sonix does get back to center. Ooh, nice back air on the spin. The timing of Light on these moves is like genuinely ridiculous. Like obviously Fox has good options, but I feel like a lot of it people don't realize is just Light being really, really good. That is so hard to do. It's so hard to call out the movement of Sonic. Because like I feel like if anyone else tried to do that, Sonix would just wait half a second more and then the spin would whiff punish it. And he ends up getting this edge guard here, but like Light is just so good at calling out exactly when people are going to, like the Sonic players are going to do everything. It's genuinely insane. Like the matchup is still decent for Fox because he of course has all these tools that are like pretty good, but like genuinely Light is just cracked at this matchup. Another footstool downer out of shield could be big. Edge guard, no, the fire from the up B going to actually beat out that homing attack. Again, a forward air through. It's crazy. I feel like moves just don't beat that out that consistently, but Fox, the character that's supposed to have barely any disjoints, does it so cleanly. Sonic's not DIing out after that dash attack. So easy back air there. I think the back air can still be guaranteed, but I think it gets more complicated because it can be between a short hop and a full hop height. You have to make that decision really quickly, and of course you have to get like a further jump back, but Sonic's not needing to do that. It's just like not holding down against Palutena, or sorry, not holding away on a Palutena down tilt when she's going to two-frame you. You have to do it. Overshoot dash attack, Light getting some damage, of course, one of the best parriers in the business. He just also makes people feel like they have to mash in those positions to make it so that he does get easy parries, because he conditions people to swing super hard, because like if you don't, he's just going to start being hyper aggressive into you and you're just like, I need to stop his momentum, and that's exactly when he parries. Again, Light, genuinely I feel like the conditioning that Light does is severely underappreciated because Fox is also broken. Oh, nice down air, gets the spike finally, so Sonix does even up the stock. Again, you can get pretty potent edge guards against Fox as most characters, and Sonic, definitely one of the best edge guarders in the business, so he is capable of it for sure. Again, homing attack, footstool, down air into that forward air, just good damage, gets Light off stage, misses the edge guard. You know, Light just guessed correctly in that position, but it's still really, really good, and that's going to be up B to two frame easily. Nair back air? No, I feel like he could have got it though. I don't blame him for not going for it, because if you miss that and then get like reversal and edge guarded, that would be rough. Uh-oh, Sonic's with some damage. But the mashing forward air, it's going to be active for so long. Uh-oh. Okay, no, he's fine. Still has Sonix at the edge as well, gets the back air, and that's going to be a 2-0 for Light, which means that this is not only a win for Sonix in a hard matchup, player-wise, but also a reverse 3-0. I didn't know that. Sonix counterpicking back to Hollow Bastion, says, no, it wasn't the stage's fault, it was my fault, and immediately getting 77 unanswered percent. Gonna have a low recovery there, but again, Light keeping that double jump super, super important. That's gonna be a guaranteed hit because of the lack of hitbox, unless you do it too late like that one. Oh, nair, but didn't recognize the fact that he got the nair, so he could have got more, but ends up getting a couple up tilts anyway. Yep, now getting off the ledge with these forward airs instead of doing spin back airs or anything like that. Light getting punished for that laser. I love the shine stall as well into air dodge on the platform. That disadvantage was so hard to hit. That would have been a crazy hard call out. It's so funny to me that I feel like ledge hop aerials have just become so ridiculously meta. I mean, I've done them for a long time, so like it makes sense to me. They're very strong options. They are very fast, very you know, so good at reversals a lot of times. That's one of the reasons why Light has a lot of success, is he just constantly is good at reacting to where people are or like what they're doing in ledge positions, and then just forward airs them or down airs them. Again, when you're like that reliant on ledge hop aerials, it is also why you will lose, because sometimes you just get hit for it a couple times, because like you don't have a double jump, you get hit out, you have no double jump, and then you just get edge guarded, especially a character like Fox. But they're really good, and I see that Sonix does them quite a bit as well. I feel like people just need to ledge jump and ledge roll more. Finds the up smash though, only 55%, which is honestly a lot against a Sonic. because of how far those things will hit off stage. Uh-oh, that's a tech chase, but Fox can do so much damage that it might even up pretty quickly. Yep, 62 suddenly. Dash attack, tech chase on platform is just so good, and having it be the center plat is, in my opinion, very good, but gets the 2-frame. Speaking of very good options, that forward smash 2-frame is genuinely ridiculous. One of the dumbest things that Sonic has. I'm a Sonic hater, by the way. Not a Sonix hater, but I think this character is so insane, which I wish I didn't. I remember when I used to think that character was like top 15 or 20 at best, and then I was just like, fine, people, I'll listen to you, and then I was just like, oh, wait, no, this character is broken. It's not just the Sonic players being really good, although that is part of it, but also Sonic is so silly. I mean, look at that stock. That was like while I was ranting, Sonic's just got an entire stock, basically. Got a couple up airs, an air dodge read, and then into the offstage position. That's what I'm talking about. It's just like, it can be really difficult for a lot of characters to get off stage, and even though Sonix did commit there, his ledge hop aerial, dude, just a fucking ledge roll. I'm not insane, I swear to God. Everyone is so greedy. Everyone is so greedy, including myself. I'm also greedy, but then I also ledge roll a lot, and no one ledge rolls. I don't understand why. 2-1 for Sonix. Sorry, 2-1 for Light. Sonic's taking the game. Game 3, gonna go to Battlefield. I do agree for Light. I mean, you get the big combos here. The top plat can help the advantage state, but also it's a very good stage for Sonic. If Sonic, I feel like, has the lead, this can be really, really difficult for people to catch up to Sonic. Okay, gets the homing attack. No back air there, but still gonna have to recover high. I love the turnaround spring into forward air there. Was slightly off, but I do like it in concept for Sonic's there. Playing pretty well at the moment. Again, like, the edge guards are capable. I mean, Light has gotten really good at recoveries because you have to be when you play Fox. There's no way to not have really good recoveries as Fox if you're going to succeed with him. And and Light obviously succeeding pretty well with this character, so you need to have the good recoveries, the good stalls. Double jump there. Oh my god, a ledge roll, and it worked. It's crazy what happens when you don't just ledge hop aerial. It's insane. Oh no, the neutral get up. Yeah, I'm of the Ramsey school of thought now, where neutral get up is actually really bad. I 100% agree with him, even though it's like hard to punish because it's just so easy to hit. And that was a Nair forward smash, which is a crazy thing that Sonic has access to. Nair combos into literally every move he has for some reason. So, got a lot of damage. Damn, and gets the landing Nair. That was so good by Sonix. Just the pressure right now is crazy. Again, Sonic gets a lot off of Battlefield. So again, it's one of those things where it does make sense for Light, but you know, there's times where you counterpick for your character, and then there's times where you counter... Ooh, nice drag down there. What the... there's times where you counterpick for your character, and then there's times where you counterpick against your opponent's character, and maybe going to have to consider the latter in this game 5 that is most likely... I mean, I know it's coming up because this is a Sonix video, but like, even evident by the fact that it's 3 stocks to 1 right now. Sonic's reading the air dodge as well. That's going to be a back air. No double jump right now on Light. This might just be a 3 stock in less than 2 minutes because he does not have a double jump. This should just be game. This should be game. Down air. No, he missed. Okay, well, basically a 3 stock. He missed the spike, and he definitely could have teched that, but basically a 3 stock for Sonix. He's pretty happy, but you can literally see him like smirk. He's just like, okay, I got this, and he's like, yeah, I'm hella good. Look at that smirk, and then he's like, okay, no, I have to compose myself because if I get ahead of myself, Light's just gonna 3 stock me back. You can definitely see that, and we're going to game 5. And Light actually counterpicking to Sonix's original counterpick of Hollow Bastion. I wonder what the 1-stage ban was. Maybe it was PS2. I'm not 100% sure, just because, again, I feel like Sonic has a lot of good stages, but also, in my opinion, his worst stage is FD, but also Fox's bad stage is FD, so I don't know, and that's going to be a spike, adding a homing attack, forward air drag down this extended edge guard, but he honestly did not get that much damage, so Light is still basically even though he was in disadvantage, and a really scary one at that for about 10 seconds. Like, Sonic doesn't really have any moves that send super low when edge guarding, which is kind of like except for like the spike of down air. But that's basically the only thing that he has in that instance. So Fox does get a lot of opportunities to still recover, even if I do think there are some rinse repeat positions that Sonic's is not fully abusing. I mean, obviously I'm not a Sonic player, so I'm not 100% sure. It just seemed like there would be something. Oh, gets another Nair again. Those neutral get-ups are really scary. You just gotta roll sometimes. There's a ledge jump, which again is super good, but Sonix was just ready for it, because you kind of can cover ledge jump and ledge hop at relatively the same time. Down air not going to work, and that's going to be a back throw. Nice turnaround grab. Such a hard out of shield option to like intuitively do, because you have to think, okay, they're also going to shield afterwards, even though I don't have the threat of an out of shield option there. Does so. Now he's at the edge, but Sonix with the stock lead, and again, Sonix with the stock lead, you know the vibes. Even though he's not going to camp you out in this matchup, he's just going to try to kill you. Light a little bit hesitant to attempt to 2-frame because the last time he tried that in game 4, he basically lost an entire stock forward. He lost his advantage and then it was bad. Gets the up smash though, and the lack of air dodge was just reading Sonix in the disadvantage. Just a little bit too hard for Sonix to be comfortable, and that is going to be only 24% separating these two, which is not bad. I mean, Fox does that damage lickety-split. Oh, nice holding of the homing attack as well, because that move deserves that. It's gonna be so much damage. Oh, I thought the weak nair was actually going to bait and then punish the air dodge in one move. The forward air not working that time to beat out the spin because it was, I guess maybe because it was spin dash and not spin charge. I'm not 100% sure what's happening. Landing forward air not working out. Sonix getting a lot of damage, but Light is really trying to, you know, bring this game back. The up air doesn't work. Does not read the air dodge that time, and yeah, just giving up the space. He's no longer challenging these spins because he's lost a couple of times, and obviously you don't want to get put in a bad position. Those also can sometimes combo into back air. Nice dash attack though. Why did the dash attack work? I guess at the same time Sonix must have tried to jump. Yeah, he tried to jump there. I was like, that's not supposed to happen. Yeah, Nair not reacting because why would you react there? Sonix reacting though to his hit, so he does get, oh, the spring gonna be so good. No, not gonna get it, but wow, Light hit the Nair there. That is honestly insane. Gets the Nair as well. This is gonna be a not great position for Sonix, but again, if you're super aggressive, those jump back spin charges, in my opinion, that's the best thing to do if you are going to ledge hop aerial safely, but also, like, he was getting red for that a little bit at the beginning, and then that's why Sonix started going for ledge hop fair, and now, of course, at the end, when the ledge hop fair is respected, it just comes back to, you know, just being really good of an option, because that's how it works. Nice down air Nair up smash. Yeah, what a good find there by Light. Obviously had to react to the fact that the down air hit, so he didn't get the opportunity to get a guaranteed combo, but then just read the tech in place with that Nair and got a little bit of a charge on that up smash and the max rage that is going to kill. That is pretty deflating if you are Sonix, in my opinion, because you've been ahead basically this whole game, tried to get a forward smash immediately, and he's like, okay, I did my one, let me be normal. Yeah, gets the dash attack, nice stuff. Can't side B high there because the spring will come out, but a forward tilt across the stage, I don't know if that was bad DI. It's kind of hard to tell because Fox is super light, and now it's a basically super even game with that side B into back air. Nair dash attack, Light getting a lot of damage. Winning this is going to be so scary. I mean, both players able to get so much damage at any point. Damage output. Oh, the landing Nair tried to get the up air on platform. That probably would have been game, actually. So I understand why he went for it. Light does get a parry there and gets a grab, so gonna push Sonix to the corner. It's so hard to keep Sonic in the corner, though. No lasers coming out, trying to get the aggressive moves. There's a parry. Doesn't... Oh, if he got that Nair on the platform, that would have surely led to up smash. No punish there. Expected a cross-up, so just wanted center, but Light gets him back in the corner. There's the ledge hop into the down B, the aggressive hit. What a shine! What a homing attack! What good options! And then you're just gonna get hit across the stage. Yeah, down smash. This should just be the game. All you have to do is forward air, and that is going to be Sonix with the reverse 3-0. Crazy last stock. Both players playing so well in disadvantage. Honestly, Light did so many good options, and it just ended up not mattering, unfortunately. And Sonix advanced to winners finals, where he beat Carmelo, and then Zomba made it all the way back to him in Grand. So let's watch the final set of the tournament. Zomba made quite the losers run. I believe it was Jagabata, and it was not mild, so I guess he beat Lammers, and then I know also beat Light, and then had to beat Carmelo, and I'm missing one person. But I don't care to look at the bracket right now. But yeah, Zomba, of course, one of the strongest players, really consistent results, just like in general. So getting back to Grands, not terribly surprising. And of course, this matchup can be a little bit tricky for Sonic. I think that Rob has really good options to deal with spin. You have Laser, which is Transcendent. You have Gyro, which can stop him because it has a hurt box. You don't really get edge guarded super hard by Sonic because your recovery is arguably the best in the game. You have really good edge guarding, and of course, if you do hit the combos, Sonic doesn't necessarily live a long time. Granted, Zomba's not that type of Rob player, which is crazy that he can be the best Rob and not do the best thing that Rob has, but that's Smash Ultimate in 2025, I guess? I don't know. But my critiques of how Zomba optimizes aside, obviously this matchup can be pretty hard for Sonic, but at the same time, Sonic does a billion damage and Rob is big and will get comboed, and the 2-frame of Rob is generally not good, so Zomba's going to have to recover high, but that means you are susceptible still to like up airs and nairs and stuff really high, which can of course be lethal, so it's definitely a back and forth. Rob a little bit on the heavier side, so still living at 153, and a Nair coming out. Of course, those overcommitments can be Pretty easily punished by Rob. It's you know, it's something that happens a lot against a lot of characters. Oh, that's going to be a little bit scary. Nair off ledge, not going to kill. Laser almost killing. Tried to get a really low gyro with that bounce off the wall. Not going to work, but another gyro is... How do you recover? You just side B here, right? Or not. Okay. He gets the nair, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, just the prolonged ledge trap. Sonix finally rolling off of ledge, but it's against a character where roll is a little bit worse, so not going to be as important there. And now Zomba with the lead. Oh yeah, the other player was Toriguri, because I remember that Zomba actually timed out Toriguri, at least in the final game, which is kind of crazy because, I don't know. I never see Zomba really in timeouts unless it's with Sonix, so I don't know if he was the campier one or if Toriguri was. I mean, Banjo doesn't have good approaching options, so I'm assuming Toriguri is like playing a little slow for the most part. Oh, nice run up air, gonna be so much damage. Basically evening up the game. Oh, beautiful on point laser. Mixes up the out of shield timings as well because it's more delayed than any of the aerials that were going to come out there. So this is looking pretty good for Zomba, but also Sonix is not letting it be too big of a lead. Up air is going to cross up, and that is going to be the stock for Zomba. I love accidental kill moves, don't you, chat? And Sonix giving up the entire stage to just grab grab gyro, which is a little bit crazy considering he could have like pressured Zomba a little bit more. You know, a choice is a choice. I just was surprised that he would do that because it seems like Sonix would be the player to kind of just like pressure the player more than grab the gyro, especially considering at 143 you're not going to get anything off of gyro, and Zomba's not going to do anything good enough with gyro to really warrant like I need him to not have it. But right now a lot of damage coming out onto Sonix right now. Zomba playing very well. Tech chase, forward tilt, not going to... Never mind. He killed. I don't know. Oh, tried to hit the double jump, almost did, but not quite. Uh-oh, what damage can this be? Okay, just does a normal Z-drop into the normal combo, but that's still going to be about 60%. No, it was literally at 0, so that is going to be... Oh no, he was at 9. So yeah, that's a 60% combo. Keep it simple, doesn't have to do anything super complicated. Sonic's combo game is really potent, and now we're only 20% away. Oh, doesn't get the falling up air. Uh-oh, tech chase. No, the gyro not going to send the right way. The roll from Sonic going to go to the opposite side of the gyro. So living to see another day. Still 79%. Not terribly close to death percent. I mean, Rob is heavy. If you got like Nair F smash, it'll be a kill. But definitely needs more damage. Jump going to get punished there. Side B, there it is. I was wondering why he didn't do that before. That is going to be 1-0 for Zomba. Like literally nothing he could do. Sonic's going to counterpick back to PS2. I do think it is one of Sonic's best stages, so I do understand that completely. Rob, of course, going to be basically good everywhere. I don't think there's necessarily like a super good or super bad stage for Rob, in my opinion. No footstool there, but Zomba really good on his defensive options. Then he's able to just capitalize on advantage really well. Like the reason why Zomba is the best Rob, despite not doing a bunch of optimal Rob stuff, which is where a lot of the other Robs kind of spec'd into with their skill tree, is Zomba just has such a good advantage state. He's just so consistently good at catching people for jumping, for rolling, like everything other than his combo game is literally a 9 or a 10 out of 10. Missing the out of shield there, expecting maybe a little bit more of aggression from Sonic, so expected to add a shield before whatever move wanted to come out came out. But now he's off stage. This is a bad position, having to recover low, not good versus Sonic. Okay, does get the air dodge through though, and that's gonna be an up smash. Yeah, greedy get up attack, not gonna be a kill though because he could have maybe charged that up smash. I expected to kill too, so I don't blame him necessarily. Whoa, weird trade. Zomba was ready for it, but then good DI by Sonix with that up air, so it's not going to be the kill there. The gyro bouncing off the platform is a little bit interesting there. Okay, there gets the up air on the spin, so now even game. Zomba not taking any damage between stocks, and there's going to be a potential of the Nair, but no, Sonix with the parry, sorry, not the parry, he just side Bs at the right timing with the invincibility, uses it. I really hope that doesn't have invincibility in the next game. Please, Sakurai, don't give any Sonic move that much invincibility again, please. It's been a bad decision both games. I don't remember if there was that much invincibility in Brawl, I don't think there was, and that's why Sonic was bad. Oh, tries to get the really low back air, not going to hit it. Now Sonic's with the edge guard, but no, the reversal with the up air. Reversals again, going to get Sonic out of the corner there. This game has just became Camp and Reversal, the video game, or Hyper Offense, the video game. There is no in between, which again, plan on making a video about that. Nice homing attack. The spring going to be a lot of things there. Spring and gyro and Sonic's body, of course, potentially. But still, Zomba with a 50% lead. Again, this is what I'm talking about, is like Rob is just able to do consistent damage. Obviously, I think most famously of their matchups was Genesis Grand Finals last year in 2024. Just really able to limit what Sonix wants to do, but also the offense of Sonix, especially that was when he was in his 4 Horsemen era, or I think 2024 was the 4 Horsemen. I don't remember if the beginning counts as that necessarily, but yeah, it was one of the only times one of the 4 Horsemen did not win that year because Zomba is really good. Or was 2023 the 4 Horsemen era? I don't remember. Yeah, Zomba recovering high. Up smash, shield poked, I'm pretty sure. Didn't seem like Zomba wanted to drop shield there. So that is going to be Sonix with the lead. Is he able to capitalize on it at all? I'm not so sure. Rob forward air is so good. Side B? No, just goes for another down air, which is going to be a lot harder to, you know, time. That side B, not hard to time at all. So that is going to be now evening up the stocks. 2.9%, not that big of a deal there, especially when he's going to have the lead right now. Punish, nice with the up tilt, but it didn't work fully. Unfortunate, that's going to be, oh no, misses the turnaround with the up tilt. So Sonix not going to capitalize off of that homing attack, unfortunately, but does have Zomba in the air. But yeah, mixing up between the fast fall and the slow fall nair is going to be just like a lot for Sonic to deal with, because again, has to be a little bit more precise with that. Instead of just, and it also doesn't really have any super great parry punishes. So it's not like you get like parry grab at like best of that, because you don't really have a lot of good ground moves in Sonic. Okay, but does get the short hop up air, the tall nature of Rob, meaning that rising up air will hit basically 100% of the time. Sonic's definitely at death percent to a lot of things. Uh-oh, gets around the gyro toss. This can be bad for Zomba. Up air, footstool down air, really good, even on the auto cancel. Great stuff by Zomba. Another nair, no double jump online, so it has to be up B, does so high. No punish there. Zomba very close taking this game, but also 95%. It is not comfortable versus Sonic either, so I understand the hesitance of Zomba to really commit in this instance. Another nair beating out the spin, happens so often. Spin dash coming out there, but it does stop in front of Zomba, but he didn't recognize it, but gets the F tilt, and that is going to be a 2-0 for Zomba. I actually really hope that this is a reverse 3-0 and not I wasted my time doing the first set, so I guess we'll see. And if it isn't, you won't hear that, so it's fine. We already saw Sonix do 1-3-0 against Light. Is it another one versus Zomba, going through all the top tiers in this game, all the base game top tiers, even though, of course, he did have to fight Steve, so there were DLC characters that he fought. I'm just saying, you know, the two that we're watching, all are base game characters, which really, I mean, it's not just DLC that are good. Some of these base game characters are demons. I mean, I would say more of the top tier are base game characters, because you have Sonic, you have Rob, you have Fox, you have Roy. Trying to do a spring ride, that's crazy. You also have Pikachu, Game & Watch, of course. Like, there's only a couple of top tiers in the DLC category, which would be like obviously Steve and like Aegis. I think all the other ones can be argued as not top tier. Even characters like Kazuya you can argue are not top tier, even if he's like crazy. Spin forward air, and that's going to be Sonix with the lead. Really strong game overall. Yeah, gets the up tilt up air, but Sonic's good DI this time. Laser, not quite going to kill, but pretty close. Homing attack is broken though. Still no double jump, I'm pretty sure. So at this point, you just kind of punish the air dodge. Yeah, up smash not going to work there. Too much mobility for Sonic. In that instance, that's going to be up air, back air, extending this lead 58% when you have a lead pretty bad. 70 starting to look worse. And of course, not overcommitting to the positions. Sonix knows better, so he just ends up taking center, so that way when he gets hit by that nair, he does not die. Ooh, run under forward tilt. That was kind of insane, considering the threat of that back air was very real. And Zomba definitely does not have the momentum this game. And Sonix, of course, now this is the up a stock. You know the vibes. Potentially going to just camp this out or make it so hard for Zomba to get anything. Nope, gets the nair, but still 82% is the deficit, which is pretty big considering the efficacy of Sonix's edge guard and advantage states. Yeah, spin dash gonna also go through the gyro there. Interesting. That moves crazy. It's really good. Oh, nice parry by Zomba, getting a dash attack, which isn't too bad. And yeah, Sonic's content to just kind of wait until Zomba makes a mistake or overcommits, trying to get some data as people approach, and then you can kind of punish them how they do. It's one of the reasons why Sonic is such a good character, because you don't have to commit. You can see the people's habits in order to deal with what you're trying to do, and then you can just change it up on a dime. But still, Zomba getting some good damage. Has him in the corner. He's going to be down tilt into back throw. Yeah, just keeping Sonix in this corner. He does not want Sonix to get back to the center, but he does so because it's impossible to keep Sonic in the corner. That was the reason that Zomba lost that, is because he thought a foolish thing. because it's impossible to keep Sonic in the corner because that character's too good. Up tilt, double up tilt working. Cross up? No. Sonix does DI that correctly. I feel like if he didn't DI that correctly, that might have just been the momentum Zomba needed for the reset. Granted, he hasn't got hit yet. Okay, finally does. Oh, and on platform, I thought that was going to be an up air, back air or something like that, but no. Just a normal advantage state right now. Down tilt 2-frame, down tilt forward tilt combo. Whoa, Sonix. He makes it back too. I mean, he has to like now recover better, but still. Okay, no, gets the down air. Oh, homing attack. That was almost the reset. It almost put, look how close it was to putting himself in bubble. Or in blast zone, sorry. Either way, that can be a reversal of position. No, Sonix actually reversals the reversal of position. So that is going to be, oh, nice nair. Final frames of it. Going to get some damage. Nice stuff by Zomba, 51%. Again, Rob, yeah, can just get a kill with a downer if you read the uppy timing correctly. But no, the homing attack is going to make Zomba a little bit more uncomfortable. Gets this hit. Up air on the platform. Into the uppy up air is going to be the game. Sonix taking game number 1 for him, even though it was game number 3 of the set. I like wording things confusingly in case you weren't paying attention to this video. And Zomba just going to run it back to PS2. Again, good stage for Sonic, but also good stage for Rob, so I don't necessarily blame him. A lot of nothing going on. Rob also recharging his laser at this very moment, so of course, doing nothing will actually benefit Zomba overall. And you can see him be like, I lost a game, time to camp, which is very funny. Ew, gyro toss comboed into dash up air. That's kind of ridiculous. That's going to be good damage for Sonix, reversing the position yet again in terms of percent. And now Sonix is the one with the lead when Zomba's had the lead basically this whole game, which granted it hasn't been that long of a game, only 1 minute, but you know, that can be a real, you know, game changer because now Zomba's the one that has to approach. Sonix has gyro in hand, which can be lethal. I'm pretty sure after these spins, I'm pretty sure you can get spin into like jump, gyro, toss, forward air or something like that. You know, double jump right now on Sonix. So Sonix burns the double jump a lot because it doesn't matter because you're Sonic and you don't really need it most of the time anyway, but he has been getting punished for it a lot, so it's something to definitely keep an eye on. 2 gyros, gonna be some good damage. Forward tilt not going to anti-air. And gets the gyro toss, or not the gyro random hit. Nice footstool on the landing aerial, but not a footstool out of shield, just recognizing, hey, you're going to have like here. Honestly, Sonix messes up his fair auto cancels like quite a bit. I'm pretty sure that was supposed to be an auto cancel, which probably would not have been able to get punished. But up air and air doesn't matter how often you mess up if you are able to bring it back, or if your mistakes don't lead to that much. But, you know, very even game right now. Ooh, avoids that. Only gets a dash attack? You had so much time, Zomba. That was at least a grab. That was so much potential damage. I mean, you know, up throw fair doesn't do that much, but could have been something bigger. Doesn't really get anything, but still gets a lot of percent. Able to keep these. Oh, that could have been a nair side B if he was ready enough for this nair to hit. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you could just go nair full hop forward side B here, and that could have been the stock. Goes for forward air instead after recognizing that it hit a little bit too late. Nice turnaround down tilt, but again, rolling worth it there. That's not that big of a punish. Only a couple down tilts for reversing the position, and now you have the center stage. Tried to footstool down be out of, or for footstool down or out of shield, but you can't footstool get up attacks. So, you know, you can only footstool grabs, nothing, and landing area, like landing lag. Hey, let's hop fair. I think it's the better option overall. It doesn't reverse the position if you're wrong, but hey, whatever. Down tilt. Nice DI up by Sonix, but does end up getting hit by the laser anyways. Zomba getting pretty close to taking the stock. One forward tilt or I think up throw is pretty close at this point. Finds the back air. That is hella overkill at that percent. But that is going to be Zomba one stock away from the reset. Down smash on the get up attack. I don't know if that was a misinput. It seems like maybe that was like ledge hop toss gyro or something. Oh! Gets the up air through everything, and that is going to be no additional damage onto Sonic there, which is not going to be great for him. I mean, he definitely could have got a good bit, but no, the gyro toss just misses, so that is going to be even stocks in this game 4. Double dash attack. The forward air is coming out for Sonix to kind of do a lot of damage. Why does Saibi do so much damage? Double up air, back air. Crazy that combo still works. Now another back air, 78% already onto Zomba. Another back air. The fuel is starting to be a little bit less. Got to be careful about going super high. No fuel. If Sonix was able to get that hit, that would have been the game, but not going to there. Up tilt, up air. SDIing up to make sure there was no shenanigans happening, or maybe it was SDI to the left. I'm not 100% sure. SDI, yeah, I think it was SDIing to the left to make sure he was going to get sent to the left. Oh, big punish, up smash. Again, maybe not optimal damage. Maybe forward smash should have been the one to come out so it doesn't stale a potential kill move of the up smash, because when he ever hitting forward smash is robbed for the most part. But Sonix right now playing super strong advantage. Scared to go high necessarily because if a Nair reverses him in that position, it can be the game, but the back air is going to hit through the Nair. And that is going to be, or no, sorry, but just before the Nair came out. Oh no, it just came out a little bit. Obviously, it doesn't come out in the front at the beginning. So yeah, before the Nair would hit Sonix, and that is going to be two games through this reverse 3-0. 1 game away from winning the tournament is Sonix. Is he going to break his curse? Obviously, based on the fact that this video is about him, and we're now like, what, 30 minutes into the video or something like that. So you know what's happening. Well, I have the little CRT in front. That's kind of cool. Splitter into a CRT. I like that a lot. That's very cool for this specific shot. And then it's going to go into the wide, of course. Sonix 1 game away from winning the tournament. Zomba 1 game away from resetting the bracket, which can, of course, be a lot of reversal of momentum. And then Zomba would be able to like take the lead in the tournament, basically. But no, Sonix beat him. Oh no, Light beat him in winner's bracket. I lied. Forward air auto cancels there, finally working out, getting some solid damage. And then, of course, the advantage is going to be the most beneficial thing there, because if they DI away, you're just going to get so much stage control, basically. Laser not going to hit, but still, Zomba trying to reestablish himself in center. Just random hits are working out. Oh, the Nair barely whiffing for Sonix, so not going to be a super big combo, but still gets a little bit of chip damage. Down tilt into dash grab. I think Sonix can mash out pretty well, so yeah, that's not going to work out for the super early kill. Nair not going to hit because Sonix did drift away with that Nair. Look at that damage. Sonix just does... Why did it do 40? 40! So crazy. He does too much damage. Gets the weak Nair. Oh, nice sequence there. I would have liked a lot, obviously, if the percent was perfect enough that he would have been able to get a landing up air on platform into like an up B up air, but obviously recognizing that didn't work, time to just go for the up smash, because if you fall into it, you're going to die, and that's exactly what happened. Zomba tried to, just forward air out of position, didn't expect Sonix to do something as harsh as going for an up smash, and that is why sometimes even when you're the most defensive, or one of the most defensive players in the world, you still have to go for those random reads, because they can be hugely beneficial, especially in a position where you are 1 game away again from winning your first major in over a year. Oh my god, he got the... Okay, forward tilt. Oh, nice jab lock. Gonna be so much damage. This is a back air mid read. Yes, it is, dude. Again, the offstage pressure for Sonic can be so strong. Just like, that's basically like, it's not a 50-50 necessarily, because there is mashing here, there is air dodge, there's directional air dodge and double jump, so there's quite a few things that you have to be ready for. But Sonix knew, hey, I'm winning by a lot, this player's gonna air dodge, gets the back air with the spin to turn around. Oh no, he already did the spin, yeah. So that is going to be 3 stocks to 1. This is looking like Sonix's game, obviously, as a 3 stock to 1 stock deficit is not something a lot of players come back from against these other top players. We had a 3 stock versus Light earlier. Are we going to see it now? I mean, it would make sense if Zomba, took a stock and maybe even a 2nd stock, but 3 stocks in this position is really, really difficult. Look at this damage. Doesn't land on platform, so wasn't going to get anything guaranteed, but it looks like Zomba's a little bit giving up in this position, and that is going to be the forward air. A 3 stock to end the reverse 3-0 of the first major that Sonix has won in a hella long time. So many 2nd places, so many, still good placements. Sonix is obviously still one of the best players in the world, but finally breaks his curse before the end of 2025. He deserves it. He's, of course, super strong. I think Sonix still has by far the capabilities to be the best player in the world, and this maybe is the return of the champion. And yeah, that's going to be about it. Thank you all for watching. It's really impressive. I didn't know that these were both reverse 3-0s. That was kind of by accident. But yeah, Sonix's perseverance in general, of course, is very strong. It always has been. I mean, it has to be when you play Sonic this way, but seeing it kind of become, it's not just a perseverance in terms of he is just winning these really long drawn out games, but hey, I'm down 2-0 against a player that has given me trouble before, a player that has beaten me, knocked me out of majors, knocked me out of grand finals, and now he's like, no, I can beat both of them in reverse 3-0s. It's hella impressive. The dap up, which you're not seeing because I just let the end of this play. And damn, Sonix played that super well. I think Zomba also played that very well overall. So just a good set between these two players. Same thing for Light as well. I think Light overall played very well. So yeah, good sets, good tournament. I will be covering more of 9th Port. I'm going to be covering, at the very least, Lammers, because a me made top 8 that wasn't me Brawler, which I think is the first time that's ever happened, in terms of like solo me. And then also I have Jagabata, who I'm going to cover. Let me know what else you want me to cover. Probably Maidona HO. But yeah, thank you all for watching. As always, social media and partner stuff is down below, and I will see you all next time. Peace. I really need to hold these peace signs longer so like it can fade out.